things I'd like to do, if it's okay, is to get the rice started, because it takes about 45 minutes. So am I good to do that? So we've got, the recipe calls for, I kind of move things around here. It's a 1/3 cup of dry rice, which we'll cook into 2 cups. So I'm going to see how my beans are doing here. I need to add a little bit more water. Collards are very high in calcium. And so what I just did, we call this like denuding the tree, like what hurricanes do to trees. Fun analogies like that. Now you can eat the stalk. There's a lot of fiber in that stalk. And again, you can eat the stem of the broccoli to the point it is, you can kind of see, I think there, the edge of it, and it looks a little too fibrous there, so we'll cut that off. So one of the things we can do with the collards is stack them on top of each other. And then take the knife and just slice thinly. So for the spices on this, we're going to use some chopped onion flakes. These were all dried seasonings, and cumin, and then some dried parsley here. You can buy fresh parsley if you want, but cheaper always to have the dried. All right, I'm cooking this without the lid on it because I only have one lid to this rim size here. But you know, the rice you can still cook without the lid on it. It just might be a little drier. Okay, so our beans. Let me see how they're doing. I wanted to do is this also calls for a clove of garlic. Garlic is good for whatever ails you. Just going to mix this up a little bit. There are different ways quickly to get the skin off of the garlic. Just rolling it back and forth like that can make the skin kind of come off. I just like using fresh garlic better than the dried garlic. And if we were doing a stir fry, you would, put the oil in and put the garlic in first. All right, let's get the double boiler working here. And again, it depends how much you want to cook the collards. And because these are in small pieces, they'll cook up faster than if they were all together. And we're not doing a whole lot. Just a little piece of garlic. We'll put the broccoli on top. That will weight it down. And what I like about this is how easy it is. You don't have to have 9 different pots. So we'll just cover it up. And then the steam from the beans will, it's garlic, the steam from the beans will cook the veggies. So let me just grab some more water for the rice. So I guess maybe you can see this. So the rice, the water has evaporated. We're just adding a little more. We call that flash frying. Let's see how the rice is doing here. I might switch burners. Yeah, it's definitely al dente rice, but it's going to work because I want to make sure the veggies get cooked. I think the vegetables are going to be al dente too. The burner cut off over here, but we can start preparing here because I know we're getting toward the end. I always like to use the Lennox china for presentation and preparation. All right, so we're going to put a little soy sauce here, just on the top. We're going to save the parsley for last. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you while I've got your attention. So the big trick for a lot of us is eating salads or greens. And one way to do it, I'm just going to kind of leave you with this idea. So this is, a number of companies sell this, but the company where I get my cookware from, which is called Platinum, and the prices are not, but they sell these food cutters, food processors, and it just makes it so easy to make a salad. And I'm just going to use this carrot to demonstrate And you can use this as a garnish too. We're going to serve it up here. And if you go on this site called localharvest.org, that's one of the things in there, it will tell you where a CSA is near you, or where just any kind of food co-op. So there is our finished product, and that is a serving for two. So, I mean, we really do need to get green stuff into us. So spinach sometimes is more palatable to people than the kale or collards. But lacinato kale, which is kind of, or elephant's kale, it's got a little bit of a different texture. And sometimes it's the texture of food that people find offensive. So you just have to try different things until you find something you like. Woman who was concerned that the collards would that they wouldn't get cooked enough, that I would need to cook them for, like, I don't know what she said, 30 or 40 minutes. But, you know, these are plenty done. And I cooked them maybe for 20 minutes, if that. I think the secret is in the spices. So, like this onion, this chopped onion, it's not only just onion, but it's very crunchy. It's almost like bacon bits, but not bacon. I do like the coconut aminos. Those are my favorite flavoring tool, flavoring spice. It is a spice, I guess, or liquid spice.